Today on the Caregiving Doctor Show. Staying fit is important at every age, but it's especially key for older adults. In America, by age 75, 1 in 3 men and 1 in 2 women have stopped engaging in physical activity. This is according to the Centers for Disease Control. Being active will help keep you strong enough to continue to do the things you love as you get older, but it can also help to ward off accidents and disease. Falls are the leading cause of injuries for older Americans. The National Council on Aging says every 11 seconds, an older adult is treated in an emergency room for injuries from a fall. And 1/3 of Americans aged 65 or older fall every year. But it's not an inevitable result of aging. Simple fitness programs can help improve balance and confidence for those with a history of accidents. The National Institute of Health says even moderate exercise can help improve quality of life for those who are frail or facing disease. But the benefits of being active are more than just physical. A recent Harvard University study shows that the sooner a person begins endurance exercise, the better chances they have of preventing neurological and psychological changes of aging as well. Senior fitness. Senior exercise with older adults. That's today on the Caregiving Doctor Show. Hello everyone and welcome to the Caregiving Doctor Show. I am your host, Dr. Clarissa Fell-Smith, and thank you for joining me today. Today is going to be a fun show. Yes, it will be. My guest is Debbie LaCruz Harrelson. And she is a YMCA instructor, as well as you're doing all this other stuff at the YMCA. She's going to tell us. She's going to tell us about the Y, what do you do, and the Silver Sneakers program. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you, Clarissa. Yes, I am the Director of Programs for the YMCA of Greater Birmingham, and we are talking today about the Silver Sneakers class.
So what is it? What's that program?
It's a terrific program. It's a fitness program, and all different ages participate. And we have a cardiovascular component, we have strength training, coordination, and flexibility. But it is specifically designed for our active older adults.
Okay, am I in that number? Hello, am I in that number? Is it too late for me to start?
Like I said, all ages participate. The majority of folks are probably around 65. So no, you're not ready for
there's
that.
Hope. There's hope for me.
Sure. It's a great class, though. People tend to think that because it has the word silver in it, that it's going to be really easy.
Well, that means gray. That means growing older. That means aging.
It is a challenging class. It's as challenging as you make it, and you'll see.
And what about caregivers? Caregivers need to be at this class? People
Certainly.
like me and you, and we're caring for parents. And
So many of our participants have spent really a lifetime being caregivers, and now they're finally able to take some time for themselves and focus on their health. And there is a transformation that happens when you start lifting those weights and working your heart rate and getting a little sweat on, not to mention the friendships that you make and those kinds of things. You really see results.
Well, you're having fun right now, aren't you? Just thinking about it. Do you love what you do?
I do. The YMCA is a nonprofit, and we are dedicated to strengthening communities through youth development, through social responsibility, but then, of course, through healthy living. And that's what Silver Sneakers is really about. People always think that silver sneakers is going to be easy.
I'm thinking we're going, okay, raise this arm, raise this arm.
It needs to be challenging for all levels. So we try to make it challenging. We use resistance bands. Have you ever used those? They're kind of rubber
stretch.
bands. Yes. We use those to gently strengthen the muscles. But then we get out the dumbbells too, the iron dumbbells, and we intentionally build muscle because people can build muscle at any age.
No.
Yes, and the truth behind muscle building is that when you build lean muscle mass, it actually will have an effect on your basal metabolic rate. And I know as we women, we're always talking about, oh, my metabolism, oh, my metabolic rate, that kind of thing. Muscle is the secret to a strong metabolic rate. And then, of course, flexibility, coordination, all of those things come with practice. So the more you work on flexibility, coordination, the easier it gets.
What about those of us with arthritis in our knees and our backs and our
Right.
shoulders?
Right.
I mean, should we come?
Physical activity is one of the best things you can possibly do in those situations. Now, first of all, listen to your doctor, because many times your doctor will give you some modifications and some things. For instance, with osteoporosis, sometimes the doctor will say, I don't want you twisting or something like that. So then that's fine. Everybody has their thing. But physical activity has been shown to be a great way to manage chronic conditions like osteoporosis, arthritis, also things like high blood pressure, diabetes. It's shown to help prevent some kinds of cancers. And so even just a little bit of physical activity, I would say start gently, and then work up to something. Research has shown that just 10 minutes a day can make a big difference on health outcomes for people.
What about if you're not ambulatory? You're not able to walk,
Mm-hmm.
but you're in a wheelchair.
Yes,
Is that fitness for wheelchair? People who are in a
Sure.
wheelchair?
Yes, absolutely. In fact, with the Silver Sneakers class, everyone has a chair. And it's up to you. If you want to do some of the exercises in the chair, you can do it in the chair. You can work that upper body, you know? If you want to stand, you can stand. It's important to listen to your body. And there's a difference between fatigue, right? Ooh, I'm sore, I'm tired, that kind of thing, and pain. And we want to stay away from pain. In fact, one way to look at it is a scale of 1 to 10, and we use that a lot in Silver Sneakers. In our exercise, 1, hey, I feel good, I'm ready to go,
Okay.
I'm relaxed. Maybe as I get up to 3, 4, or 5, I've got that sweat going on.
That's what I need,
My
the
heart's
sweat.
beating a little bit
Yes.
faster. That's good. That's
good.
great. Yeah. Maybe I've got that question mark. Gee, can I do this? Can I finish this? That's okay too. Now, when we get up into 8 and 9 and 10, that's when we have the option. Hey, I might want to take a break here. I might want to just relax for a minute, catch my breath, and continue on when I'm kind of back down at the 5.
Yeah, that's easy for you to say. Look how trim you are. I'm like, she walks in. I'm like, really? You're really going to go and show me how to exercise? Ah, you look great.
Well,
you
thank
look
you,
great.
Clarissa. Thank you, and you do too as well. The Surgeon General recommends,
Okay,
to
what?
try to get 30 minutes of physical activity
30 minutes, how often?
most days. That's
A
what they
day.
say, most days, okay? And then like I said, that could be in 10-minute bouts, or that could be all at once. And they say moderate activity, so like moderate intensity, which would be equivalent to a brisk walk. You know, we've got some hills in Alabama, right? Imagine yourself walking briskly, kind of up a little bit of an incline. That's your moderate activity, okay? And that can be done in lots of different ways. That can be done in a class like ours, where we're using all the different tools, or that can be done swimming, that can be done walking. That's another secret to success with exercises. You've got to find the thing that you love. You got to try different things until you find what works for you. And if you hate it, move on, do something else.
Who are you seeing at the Y? I mean, what kind of people are coming? Are they just people 65 and up? You said silver.
Right,
That means
right.
gray in my mind.
Right,
So,
right.
what kind
And
of
nobody wants to be called that, you know, but yeah, we see all different. We have seen, I would say in the Silver Sneakers group, we've seen as young as 18.
No.
And then we've got people in our 90s in the class. And you would never guess. You would
won't be able to
never
keep up with
guess.
them. I hope I
You
can
will be amazed. You will be amazed. So it's a wide variety of folks. And then in the YMCA in general, you know, you've got all ages from birth on up. There should be, if we're doing our job, there should be something for everybody.
What do you like most? I mean, because there's social benefit.
Oh, definitely.
So one of the benefits of coming is to socialize and be encouraged by other people.
Yes, we believe everything we do at the Y should build a healthy spirit, mind, and body. And so easily I can tell you my favorite thing are the relationships, are the stories.
Explain.
Yes. Well, okay, in Silver Sneakers, for instance, there are a lot of people in the class that have been caregivers for many, many years, right? And they're finally taking some time out of their schedule for exercise. And that is the toughest part. The toughest part is finding the time.
You don't have time.
No matter what the age.
Have time.
Right. I say you have to make an appointment with yourself. If you have to put it on your refrigerator or on your phone, you make that appointment, and then you understand that exercise, it's not going to be convenient. It's going to get in your way. Accept that and do it anyway. Okay. That's the secret. But anyway, the relationships, so great. I think of this one couple. Okay, they're the Taylors. Yes, Mr. and Mrs. Taylor. And the two of them worked in different industries their whole life. They were career people, successful people, different industries. But now they're both retired, and they come to the Y together almost every day, and they sit chair to chair next to each other in the Silver Sneakers class. And I love it because they're taking time for their health, and they're developing, their posture is getting better, they're stronger, but also it's like they're on a date. They're building their relationship. It's so sweet. So I love the Taylors, and we have a lot of great stories like that. You know, there's Silver Sneakers class time, and then there's coffee time after Silver Sneakers, where you get to know each other and you build friendships. And, you know, in the exercise world, friendships also mean accountability. So, yes. If you build a friendship, if you build the workout buddy sort of situation, now you've got accountability. Now you're a whole lot more likely to keep that appointment.
What kind of people would you say wouldn't benefit from Silver Sneakers at
For
this time?
Silver Sneakers? Well, I mean, like
Even
we
if
said,
you can do a little bit. I mean,
sure.
It's not the. So we think about intensity. How long can I go? How intense? So you're saying start small, no matter what kind of physical dysfunctions you may have.
Sure. Start gentle. You can always move up. You can always pick up a heavier weight. Start with a light weight. Build some success. Build some coordination with the movements. Make sure that your form is just right and that your muscles are tired and sore, not your joints. Those kinds of things.
And I hope you're CPR certified with me.
Oh, everybody at the Y is CPR certified. You can't get in the front door without being CPR certified. Hand to God, I haven't had to use it. But
well, I'm on the way. I'm coming on the way.
Clarissa, you're going to be great. We're going to put you in the front,
now, what about
and you're going to be fabulous.
Do you ever have, when they stand up and do the exercises, do they go to music? Is this a music?
Absolutely. You know what's really big right now
What?
is line dancing. It's still a big thing, and our senior population really loves line dancing.
Yeah, you got.
Have you ever done it?
I've never done line dancing.
Well, it's nice because
you remember those steps. It's like
you do, and it's good because you're moving, right? And you're moving at a steady state, so the heart rate comes up, and you're burning some fat at that point.
Let's talk about the fountain of youth.
Sure.
Okay, because aging has been shown to slow down. Problems with memory. It helps with the memory cells throughout the entire body. So is exercise one of the pills for the fountain of youth, slowing down the aging process? Can you talk a little bit about that? People who are active live longer, happier, have greater sex lives. I wouldn't dare to tell you about that, but I read it somewhere in the paper.
Sure. And you're right, there is a lot of research too on brain health and physical activity now. So that is something. I just think about the rise of chronic disease in, let's say, the state of Alabama. What do we have? We've got a lot of diabetes, we've got a lot of high blood pressure, and heaven knows we've got a lot of heart disease, right? And when we think about the risk factors for those things, we know that increased age is certainly a risk factor for those chronic diseases. We know that your genetics, your family history, and your medical history are risk factors for that. But also a sedentary lifestyle, that sitting at your desk all day lifestyle is certainly a risk factor for all of those chronic diseases. So the thing is, you can't change your family history, and you really can't change your numerical age, but you can modify your physical activity. And that has been shown to have a huge impact on the prevention of chronic diseases and then also the management if you are diagnosed with something. So
Smoking,
sure, that's another modifiable risk factor.
maybe too much alcohol. Reading is good for you, I think, cognitively. But so you're saying get moving. Your message is
Absolutely.
get moving. Start somewhere. In other words, we have no excuses now.
Right.
I don't have an excuse.
No.
Now that I met you.
It's a gift that you give to yourself. You feel better.
Yeah, but I don't have the time. I mean,
Yeah.
but I need it.
Yes.
Because my stress is like here.
Yeah, yeah.
So
it's a great stress release. Your sleep is better when you're physically active, all of those things. I mean, if I could say 3 suggestions, I would say 1, make the appointment with yourself. Put it on your phone or put it on your refrigerator or both.
And keep the appointment.
Oh
Keep
yeah,
it.
no
You
matter
can't
what. No matter what. Expect it to be inconvenient. And then second, find something that you like. I mean, if you go to a class and you're like, this is not for Clarissa, then find something else because there's something out there that you'll enjoy. And then third, if you can, recruit that workout buddy. Somebody that you know is going to be waiting for you going, Clarissa, are you coming? Let's do this.
No.
Yes.
No. No excuse for me. One thing we didn't mention was diet.
Yes.
The role of eating healthy. And I mean, we're just doing this fast food thing today. We're going to drive through and we're going to get that burger. And
Yes. Yeah.
so
Sure. Everybody's
no one
looking.
eats at home anymore. I
Right.
was at a restaurant and I was like, wait a minute, hold on, what happened to cooking again?
Yes.
So what are you saying? All that ties in together.
Absolutely, yes. I understand. I have that busy lifestyle too. I do. And I think we're always looking for that magic secret thing with eating. Oh, tell me what's the newest thing. But really, it's the basics. It's the basics. It's portion control. It's lots of fruit and vegetables, lots of water. I mean, those things never change. We go a lot at the Y by choosemyplate.gov. Have you ever seen that? It used to be the food pyramid, and now it's a plate.
Yes.
That's a pretty good guide. There are a lot of good tools on choosemyplate.gov. There's a food diary there. There's all kinds of great advice for healthy eating. Because it's big. You can't have one without the other. You got to have physical activity, healthy eating.
You're wonderful.
Well,
You're
thank
wonderful.
you.
You're wonderful. You know what? I'm going to have to go. This
Oh, yeah.
show is also, you're going to see me in action doing some exercise, and I'm going to give it a shot. Just make sure your CPR is current, and that I can get through it. And
Yes.
I'm committed. I've got to live what I'm talking about.
Yes, yes.
I've got to be able to say, hey, I started. Now you can start.
Yes.
My mom is 76 years old, and she's somewhat sedentary. And now it's like, oh, okay, I'm her caregiver. I'm like, I think I'll lie down too. I think I'll get some rest. And I think we both. So I may be bringing my mom.
Oh, that would be
okay,
wonderful.
who's in her 70s.
Yes.
So that'll be my accountability partner. She'll be going, no, we can't go today. We got.
Yes.
So yeah, we'll do that, and it's gonna be really, really fun.
One, tap out right, left, right. And one, tapping out, left and right.
Well, group fitness is a big part of what we do at the YMCA of Greater Birmingham, and we try to make fitness classes that can be for all different kinds of levels. We have yoga classes that do flexibility. We have a class called Body Pump that is all about strength and conditioning. And then you have a class like this that is really designed specifically for our active older adults.
4, 3,
We have kind of a mixed bag in this class. We have cardiovascular training where we're up and moving and the kind of dancing, that sort of thing. And then we have the strength training using the bands, the tubing, and also the handheld dumbbells. And then flexibility is also very important. And then we also have a little bit of a relaxation component too, just kind of to counter stress and continue to train our bodies to relax. So this has been a very popular class. It's been here at the YMCA for a number of years. We have good attendance, and what we found is there tends to be some diversity in the group that attends. As you saw, one of the members brought their granddaughter today, and we see that regularly, and we see quite a wide variety of ages.
4, 3.
I enjoy it so much because it's helped my blood pressure to get out of the danger zone. When I was referred to this program, I was basically rushed to Cooper Green Health Services. They said I was in a position to have a stroke, and since that time my blood pressure is normal. I've gotten off over 12 pounds. No longer does my family have to walk slow. I can keep up with them, and my husband and my children are excited, and I am too.
First, you have to get an attitude to want to get up to come exercise. Like this morning, I was running late. I had to drink glucerna instead of eat. So I eat fruit instead of bacon. And then it works out well.
Oh yeah, bring it on.
Committed to living a long life, so I come every Tuesday and Thursday. I do the exercises no matter how tired, because I don't want the alternative. I want long life. So it has, yeah, and I eat more vegetables and everything now, fruit, than I ever did.
Diabetic, high blood pressure, and the need to circulate the body.
Listening to your body, challenging yourself, but we don't want pain here. We want to challenge ourselves. If we were doing a scale of 1 to 10, 1 is I'm completely relaxed, maybe I just woke up, and 10 is I'm working the hardest I've ever worked in my life. We want to stay at about a 5 here, just right in that sweet spot where it's a little bit challenging, but it also just feels good through the whole class.
All right, let's march, leading with the right leg. Welcome to Silver Sneakers. We're so glad you're here. I'm Janice. And I'm glad you carved out this time. Good, our chest is up, shoulders are back.
We don't want to waste our time here. So what is recommended for a class like this really is something called moderate intensity. And moderate intensity can correspond to a brisk walk. So if you imagine you're walking through your neighborhood, you're not able to talk like I'm talking right now with just long sentences, but I'm working, I'm talking in short sentence bursts. That's about the level that we want in this class. Moderate activity, similar to a brisk walk that challenges you. You're ready to relax when it's over.
Clap with it. 4.
Meeting the people, the smiles, and I love the oil that Frank passes out. It helps your sinuses. And then the morale of overall, and we are over 60.
It helped me spiritually. We have a good anointed teacher, and it look forward to something to do every day when we have classes. It has helped me spiritually and health-wise. You get a chance to meet a lot of nice people, and it looks forward to something to do. As a senior citizen, and I've been coming for the last 3 years, and it has been really a blessing for me.
Good. Can you get a little bit lower? Good. Warming up through the back. Now, take your right arm, working through the wrist. Have you said hi to who you're working out with? Hello. You give it 5.
Yeah, I've lost weight. My blood pressure is normal, and I just enjoy coming.
There's a lot of community here, and that is really the secret to success for a lot of us when it comes to creating a healthy lifestyle is relationships. Build those relationships, those people that are going to welcome you in, and they're going to miss you when you're not here. You wake up one morning and think, well, maybe I won't work out today. But you know that your friends are there waiting for you, and they're going to ask you how your family is, how your day is. You're more likely to get your exercise. And like they say, nobody ever regrets coming in and getting their workout.
Great, we're taking that light bulb out. Now put it back in. Around for everyone. 2, 1. All right, let's go back to those fine motor skills. Rolling your ball all the way around your back. Use the fingertips. Two, 1, and over and cross. 2, 1, and we're on all our muscles. Now we're cooling it down. 2, and 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah! Right hand. Okay, wait.
Okay, Debbie, how did I do?
I thought that you did very well. First of all, your attitude was great, and that's the biggest part. If you come in with that can-do attitude and you're willing to just put yourself out there and do it, that's half the battle right there. But your form was good too.
Okay, posture, what do you mean, posture? and
Yes, exactly. And when you lifted the weights, you isolated those muscles and squeezed the very top of that bicep curl.
And I couldn't walk the next day. Thank you very
Good.
much.
I'm happy to hear it. That's excellent. Did you feel good?
My endurance, I don't think is up. I think I need to do it more regularly.
Yes, of
Like go
course.
more often.
Yes, you can
And-
build endurance, Clarissa. Just one step at a time, a little bit at a time. That endurance will grow.
Now, what about water? I had my water, my bottled water. You notice I kept reaching for my water.
Yes.
So I was like, wait a minute, why am I getting so dehydrated here?
That's wonderful. That means you were listening to your body. So your body's going to tell you, Clarissa, if you're working out, you're going to need to drink double the amount of water that you normally do.
So there's hope for me?
Always bring that water. Yes, absolutely. More than that, you can do this.
I'm going to keep it up. I'm not going to give up.
Great.
I'll see you
Great.
again.
Okay. I'll look forward to
I'm
it.
going to have you back now.
Okay.
You've been watching the Caregiving Doctor Show. I'm your host, Clarissa Fell Smith, and I'm caring for you and your loved ones too. See you next week.
Thanks, Clarissa.
The Caregiving Doctor Show is brought to you by the Caregiving Kids Academy, Little Leaders, Big Hearts, Lewis Harper Jr. and the Harper Agency, Sandra's Clothes Closet, Caregiving International Church, and the Caregiving Kids book series. Join us next week for another informative Caregiving Doctor Show.